So let's go over what we covered in this module. Well, the first thing that we did is we talked about a variable. I introduced the concept of variable. And along with that, we needed to know about types. So I showed you what a type is and how you could use a variable and using a type to declare the type of variable and assign that variable. We saw how to do that in code. Then I talked a little bit about naming variables. We talked about how important it is to choose a good name for a variable because it makes your code a lot more readable. Then we went through scopes, just briefly, just to introduce the idea. We didn't go into details in scopes, but this idea that basically variables can exist in different contexts, and you might not be able to access a variable from a higher scope than what it was declared in, a higher context. And we talked a little bit about the primitive types. We went over all of the primitive types, really in order to understand this concept of boxing and unboxing. And we talked about how you could basically think of boxing and unboxing as if you want to ship a baseball to someone across the country, the mail service doesn't ship round, single, loose baseballs. You need to put it in a box, and then you can take it back out of the box and then actually use it. Same concept in Java. And then we went through the basic operators that exist in Java. We didn't cover all of them, but we covered most of the basic ones that you'll use. We talked about strings, the special case of strings, and saw an example of doing some string manipulation in Java. And then finally, we briefly covered arrays, and I showed you how you could declare an array and use an array in Java.